Rahul Gandhi is now hobnobbing in America with a US lawmaker that is distinctly in Pakistan's camp and is the supporter of some of the most illiberal Islamist radicals. We can even safely take the liberty of calling her a Pakistan puppet. Naturally, Rahul Gandhi's meeting with US woman, Ilhan Omar, has kicked up a storm. Ilhan Omar has been previously ticked off by the Ministry of External Affairs here in India for violating India's territorial sovereignty by making a visit to POK, Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, which is India's territory, and passing anti-India remarks there. The leader of India's opposition occupies a constitutional post. He is virtually the shadow prime minister of the country. The people expect Rahul Gandhi to hold the government to account, but the right doesn't and can never extend to undermining the nation's territorial integrity or sovereignty. So when Rahul Gandhi accepted an invite to meet US lawmakers, he should have checked whether any of them had a history of undermining India's national interest. Due diligence at that level, where the stakes are so high, is par for the course. In fact, Rahul Gandhi could have asked his host to exclude Ilhan Omar. After all, you don't want to legitimize anti-India propagandists. And precedent exists. In 2019, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar cancelled a meeting with US lawmakers after they refused to exclude fellow lawmaker Pramila Jayapal from the delegation scheduled to meet him. Jayapal, very much like Ilhan Omar, had introduced a resolution in US Congress calling upon the US President to formally criticize India's alleged human rights record in Kashmir. Jaishankar said that he couldn't meet Jayapal because, quote, she didn't have a fair understanding, unquote, of the situation in Jammu and Kashmir, or, quote, fair characterization of what the government of India is doing there, unquote. Viewers, as I told you, Jaishankar, and it's on your screens, exercised his right to veto. He wouldn't have been caught dead with somebody who thought that India was not on the right side of the law. His job as a representative of the country, as an envoy, as an ambassador, viewers, is to challenge those, is to clearly challenge those who, my friends, undermine India's national interest. Clearly, Rahul Gandhi doesn't think it is wrong to legitimize Ilhan Omar's selective and motivated anti-India politics, which begs the question, does Rahul Gandhi endorse her anti-India stance? Does he endorse her illiberalism? Why does he think that meeting Ilhan Omar is such an Instagram moment that the Congress party needs to flaunt it brazenly, paste it across social media? And did he even once during the meeting challenge Ilhan Omar on her one-sided anti-India narrative? If he didn't, why did he give her a free pass? Whose side is he on? For those not acquainted with Ilhan Omar's politics, here are some hard facts that will help you gauge for yourselves why she is not a friend of India, or for that matter, a friend of liberalism. Viewers, in 2022, Ilhan Omar sponsored a resolution in US Congress to formally criticize India's alleged human rights record in Kashmir. House Resolution 1196-IH, as it was called, was introduced, quote, condemning human rights violations and violations of international religious freedom in India, including those targeting Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Dalits, Adivasis, and other religious and cultural minorities, unquote. The resolution also called upon the US state government to designate India as, quote, a country of particular concern, unquote. Interestingly, the resolution was moved by her 2 months after she visited Pakistan. 2 months. Indeed, earlier that year, In 2022, Ilhan Omar met with Pakistan's President Sultan Mahmood Chaudhry. At least they were presidents then. And then Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, where she reportedly discussed the alleged violation of human rights in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, viewers, she has sovereign right to do so. But if she is such a flag bearer for human rights, why didn't she talk about the genocide against minorities, including Muslim minorities, in Pakistan with Sharif? She talks about Islamophobia. When Muslims turn upon other Muslims who they deem are kafirs, that is also a form of Islamophobia. But no, Ilhan Omar kept quiet. Why didn't she talk about xenophobia directed against Baluchis? In that same visit in 2022 to Pakistan, Ilhan Omar made a highly publicized visit to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir too. In POK, she promised to quote mainstream, unquote, Pakistan's concerns over India's human rights violations in Kashmir. Once again, did she raise Pakistan state's role in quashing the democratic rights of Kashmiris in POK? No, viewers, she did not. Not once ever, in fact, has she done so. Did Rahul Gandhi not think it plausible to ask her, why, madam? You're the champion, the torch bearer of human rights, of Islamophobia, of illiberalism. Why haven't you ever questioned Pakistan? In fact, so selective is Ilhan Omar on civil liberties that she has never criticized Pakistan's human rights record in POK or the rampant Hindu phobia or xenophobia in other provinces of Pakistan in the US legislature. She has never, ever moved a resolution against Pakistan where minority populations have dwindled in sharp contrast to India. Ilhan Omar is backed by the CAIR, whose executive director, Nihad Awad, who is very close to the dreaded Islamist Muslim Brotherhood that has targeted India. The Muslim Brotherhood, in any case, is a repressive hate-mongering machine that imposes an obscurantist version of the Sharia and treats women as chattel. Now, viewers, you'll remember last year or maybe the year before that, Rahul Gandhi was comparing the RSS to the Muslim Brotherhood. He said they were both horrifically prejudiced organizations. Now, viewers, Ilhan Omar is courted, is almost a part of an organization whose boss is sympathetic and promoted by the Islamic Brotherhood, and Rahul Gandhi doesn't think anything of questioning her on her links to the Muslim Brotherhood, viewers. Think about that. Omar has even raised funds for the Islamic Circle of North America, the ICNA, which is linked to Jamaat-e-Islami, a dreaded anti-India Islamist organization. Has Omar Ilhan ever thought to distance herself from an organization that has the blood of hundreds of thousands of Bangladeshis on its hands, brutalized during the 1971 freedom movement? Rahul Gandhi's own grandmother, viewers, stood by those Bangladeshis who were cut down by the Jamaat-e-Islami. Rahul Gandhi didn't think it necessary to ask her, why do you go around raising funds for the Jamaat-e-Islami? Or a proxy of the Jamaat-e-Islami, viewers? Would German lawmakers back the Nazis? No, viewers, they won't. But Ilhan Omar has no problem backing an organization linked to the genocide of Bangladeshi Hindus and Muslims who wanted freedom for themselves. Omar slammed Islamophobia in India but declined to vote in favor of a resolution recognizing Armenian genocide by Ottoman Turks. What does that tell us about her commitment to human rights, viewers? In 2019, Omar had courted controversy when she had defended the 9/11 terrorists by referring to them as, quote, some people doing something, unquote. What does Rahul Gandhi have in common with a terror apologist that he has to sit with her in a meeting, legitimize her viewers and her views, give them oxygen, and post photographs as if he's climbed Mount Everest? Ilhan Omar is also a proponent of the, quote, one nation, unquote, solution to Israel-Palestine conflict, which effectively means refusing to let Israel exist as a country, which is exactly what Hamas endorses, viewers. Why would Rahul Gandhi dignify such anti-Semitism by choosing to meet Ilhan Omar? What is the compulsion, viewers? What is the compulsion? Rahul didn't just meet Ilhan Omar. The photograph tweeted by the Congress party also marks the presence of US lawmaker Barbara Lee. In June 2023, Lee, along with Jayapal, wrote to President Biden asking him either not to host the state dinner for Prime Minister Narendra Modi or to raise some specific issues with regards to democratic backsliding and human rights. No patriot would ever want to be caught dead with such a cabal of selective and motivated India bashers, such an illiberal bunch. The only possible explanation is that by meeting the likes of Ilhan Omar, the Congress scion is trying to score brownie points with a section of minorities, especially ahead of the Jammu and Kashmir polls that identifies with the dangerously divisive intent of Ilhan Omar and the gang, the ecosystem. That's the only plausible explanation. Of course, viewers, there are many conspiracy theorists who will talk about the American deep state, this, that, the other, and all of these people being really a front of that, and Rahul Gandhi consorting with that law. I'm not going into all of that, viewers. On the basis of what we know about Ilhan Omar and her illiberalism, her anti-Semitism, her anti-India credentials. Simple question, viewers. Even if Rahul Gandhi decided to meet her, did he challenge her? Did he say, hello, Ilhan Omar, why are you so biased against my country? Viewers, evidently he hasn't, because the Congress party would have released either a transcript or, viewers, a recording. Let's open this up.